Hey, this is John Fernay, the co-host of the Maryland Crabs, and I am here today with a Maryland Crabcake for your listening pleasure. What's a crab cake? It's not quite a full episode, it's just a little snippet. Stay tuned and check it out. And make sure you check us out on themarylandcrabs.com. You can follow us on Twitter at MD Crabs Podcast or find us on Facebook at the Maryland Crabs Podcast. And don't forget, subscribe, rate us, iTunes. Go there now. I am sitting here with Betty Buck, who is the owner of Buck Distributing, which is a huge beer distributor in the area and a wonderful benefactor to any number of different causes. And you are wearing a different hat today in that the co-chair of the annual Denim and Diamonds bash, which is coming up on April 27th and I love to say this, in the parking lot near the hospital.
But it's getting ready to transform very shortly in a couple of weeks because it takes more than 10 days to put this thing together, and you will never recognize it as a parking lot.
It is a spectacular event, and I know that for a while this event sort of was always up in Baltimore, and then it sort of alternated back and forth for I think a year or two. But boy, you can't tell the difference between a ballroom in Baltimore and jokingly say the parking lot outside of the hospital. You have Hargrove that comes in that does just a wonderful job with the tents and the staging, the lighting, and everything else. And this is now the fifth year.
And this year is going to be even more unique and dynamic. We've switched it up again. Hargrove came in with more dynamic ideas. Every year so far, you've come in and the entrance is right in the middle as you walk up.
Right.
This year, it's going to be a flat front. The tent is a little different shape, and you're going to enter from the very end right. There's an extra 50 by 50 square entrance on the end that you come in, and that gives you an opportunity to register and not make a line out front. You'll come in that way, and as you do, you will come in and see this spectacular thing open up to you. The stage is going to be diagonally on the end corner instead of in the middle.
Okay.
So we've been able to change it up so that you're not going to trip over any berms. Nothing's going to have to be hidden. It's going to be safer.
I remember dancing to a band over like some parking stones that just happened to be
Yes.
in there.
Well, that's going to be changed. And the Reagan Years is our band. They're a fantastic band. So that's going to be great. And the way the seating is going to be is different this year. And this year, thank you very much, Republic National has stepped up, and we are going to have a vineyard. Like last year, we had a beer garden done by Buck with craft beers and meads from Maryland.
Right.
It was all local. This year, Republic National has stepped up and is donating amazing wines, and we're going to have a wine garden. So we have new varieties, extra money going to the cause, and so we've got that, plus all of our other bars, so you will never wait in line. And this year, instead of 6 food trucks, we're going to have 8 food trucks. So again, you will not wait in line for food. So it's going to be diverse, whatever you eat, whatever you drink.
And then you also, aside of the food trucks, you also have some catering in there as well.
Yes, that's Ken's Creative Kitchen, and he has amazing food, just amazing.
He does. He is the go-to caterer in town.
Absolutely.
For the most part.
And he has it all covered. And I mean, you don't look anywhere that there's not something to eat, something to drink. The people with the wine company are going to have people there explaining their wines. Of course, my company will be there explaining what you're drinking and what makes it unique and different. And in the beer garden, you're going to have all kinds of food that pairs with beer.
So the beer garden's coming back too?
Yes, with the beer, the one and only Miller beer truck, the only one in the world.
Okay.
And so we'll have food that pairs with beer. And in the wine garden, you will have food that pairs with the wine. You'll have the cheeses and the nuts and the grapes and the things that go with wine.
You guys up the ante every year.
We try.
Well, I'll tell you, for those that aren't aware, Denim and Diamonds is the major fundraiser for Anne Arundel Medical Center Foundation.
Yes.
Every year.
Yes,
and
it is.
It used to be up in Baltimore City, and then I think the decision was sort of let's bring it back a little bit local.
Make it local.
We're not, we do have some Baltimore City patients that would come down and people that would use the services, but primarily it serves Anne Arundel County.
Well, we're more regional than that. We serve the Eastern Shore. We serve a lot of patients from Prince George's County.
All the facilities over there.
Yeah, we have Prince George's County, and we serve a lot from Southern Maryland. Our reach has really gotten very regional these days.
Well, I will say from my limited experience with the hospital, we do have one of the best hospitals in the area.
We truly do. And the last 2 years, we've dedicated this to fundraising for mental illness. In the last year alone, we have served 1,500 patients in mental illness. and it has gotten worse and worse.
Well, that is what the benefit is again this year. And I know that part of the funds that were raised last year, we're seeing the fruits of the labor right on Riva Road right now at I'll say the former Pathways, because Pathways is still there, but there is a building under construction there which is going to add a number of beds. I think it's
24. 24? It's 24 inpatient beds. It'll be open next June 2020. Thankfully, the Kent McNew family stepped up. It is a $24 million project that is well underway, and the county is helping, but a lot of this money is going there. And unfortunately, if you present to Anne Arundel now, you have to sit and wait in the emergency room until we can find you a bed. Mostly it's going to be Sharon Pratt, University of Maryland, Johns Hopkins. We don't have anywhere in Anne Arundel County to get you help. So then to stay with your family has to travel.
Right.
And we want our patients to get the help they need here in Anne Arundel County
as quickly
where their family is accessible and can continue with them to help. So it has to be here. And that's why we need this facility desperately.
Without a doubt. And I think that you look as time goes on, and just I don't know whether it's the times that we're living in, mental health is becoming a lot more prevalent as far as our awareness of it and our need for it. I mean, you think way back in the way, okay, yes, she's, he or she's just, crazy, and people would be committed. But now we know so much more about that. And there's so many different challenges that are going through life.
Here's your biggest challenge, and I know that people can't see it. It's the cell phone.
Yeah.
It's social media. Our kids, our teenagers, right now, because we've learned so much with Denim and Diamonds, we actually have moments where we have people come in and talk. And our children today in our schools right here in Anne Arundel County, more than 50% of them are getting help for mental illness. And that's because this social media never stops. When you and I were in school, when we left school, the bullying stopped.
Yes.
Now it never stops. At 2 o'clock in the morning, somebody that's being a bully continues on our kids' cell phone, on their iPads. It's right there. And so our kids never get a break. Where we got a break, we went home, we were with our neighborhood friends, we were with our parents, we were with our loved ones.
Well, there's an awful lot that also has changed too that puts stress on, we'll talk about kids now. In our generation, boy, don't we sound old? But in our generation, I don't remember having the pressure for, sports and then the athletics and this and that and the travel teams and everything else. And I mean, I played Little League baseball. That was cool. But it wasn't nearly the competitive level that we have now. And I think that you see that those kids have all the pressures that are being put on that as well as school. I just read an article in the Capitol where they were talking about that they're considering eliminating class ranking just because the kids are self-putting their pressure on. And I'm sure the bullying plays an aspect in that. Oh, you're number 4, I'm number 3. And I mean, it makes some sense. Part of me sits there and says, well, that's kind of crazy. It's, you want to say I'm in the top 10% or something like that as well. But if it's at the expense of any kind of mental health, I think that it's a way to do it.
Right.
Anne Arundel County has really made some great strides, and the strides are, I'm amazed at how quickly that building is going up.
And they're working really hard, and the money we're going to make is going to make a huge difference. And we've got an amazing silent auction going on, and then we have live auction. Lady Gaga tickets in Las Vegas. And we just heard Pink tickets in New York with a guitar for Pink and amazing things.
Well, this is for those, again, that don't want, Denim and Diamonds is the annual fund. It's on April 27th again.
Right.
It is on, I think, what's it called? Parkway, Annapolis Exchange Parkway.
Right.
Is right next to the big, tall building that sits across from the mall. It's adjacent to that. And it is a fantastic party. It is the party of the year in the area.
Right. It's the largest fundraiser in Anne Arundel County.
Yeah, it is not just doctors?
No, it is
nurses. It is everybody.
Everybody. It's everybody. And the fun part about it is you will see evening gowns. You'll see people in jeans. You'll see people in every kind of dress. It's Denim and Diamonds for a reason. You can wear your best jeans and a diamond earring, or it doesn't matter.
2 years ago, I would have liked to have worn my best shorts and my smallest T-shirt. It was ungodly hot.
Yes, but it's a great evening. It starts at 6 and goes till 11:30, and we just have a wonderful, wonderful time. It's a great camaraderie because everybody knows you're there for a lot of fun. And I'm not telling you everything we're going to do that night because we have some surprises built in that not everybody except for those on the committee know, because we do like to shake it up a little bit. So even people that were there last year will see some new things. So we like to make sure that people understand, but they need to go on the website and get their tickets because we sell out every year.
Yes, you do.
And so they need to go to aamcdenimanddiamonds.org because those tickets, I promise you, will sell out.
I will say I'll play a little bit of a devil's advocate because somebody may see the price of the tickets, and the tickets are not cheap because, first of all, they are a fundraiser. That is... that is the primary thing. Okay, we're looking to give help to our neighbors, to our friends, to our family right here in the community. But as far as what it is, I mean, this is, you're not getting beer tickets. You're not, paying a $1.
Everything's included.
You walk in, you park, you get, you're getting a little golf cart that takes you from the parking lot up to the front entrance of or at least it has in the past.
It will again.
It could be a change up. I don't know. Maybe you're flying us in helicopters.
It will again. You get a ride right to the front door, and your whole evening is included. If you want to participate in the auction, that's up to you. If you want to bid on Lady Gaga tickets, that's up to you. But your food and your drink for the whole entire evening is included.
And the Reagan Years.
Yes, the Reagan Years. And I will tell you, we do have very big shrimp. We have crab cakes. There's beef. There's so much food. If you go away from there hungry, it's your own fault.
That's true. And you can dance off all the weight that you've eaten and drink.
Absolutely.
A little bit before with Reagan Years. If you can't get up and dance with the Reagan Years, there's something.
And I promise we'll get you an Uber if you don't feel like driving.
It is a great event. And again, you've got, as you had mentioned, there's a live auction for several items that will be up there. There will be silent auction items as well. The thing that I was really mad that I didn't get last year was, and I don't know who the donor was, but it was a wagon full of booze.
Oh, well, everyone on the auction committee, we all bring booze in, and we all do that together. So it's coming again. You're going to get another chance. Everybody brings 2 or 3 bottles, and the wagon comes, and I swear to you, there's probably last year, I think, 100 bottles in that. And the one requirement, we ask all of the committee members to make sure that it is at least a $30 bottle.
So it's good hooch.
Oh, it's good. I mean, there was some stuff that I wanted last year. I bid on it, and I didn't win either.
It is fun, and it makes it easy. You register your cell phone. You can bid right on your cell phone. So there's no sheets to fill out and all that kind of stuff. You do need to be careful on the live auction. Like, just don't raise your hand to itch your head or something like that, because you might
you might end up with something really, really expensive.
But and one thing that really amazes me, and this is again, you can participate in it or not, that you do, is you just do an appeal.
We're not doing the appeal this year.
Then never mind.
No, we're doing it totally different. We are going to have menus throughout the entire event. We decided this is a party with a purpose, and we want to keep the purpose live and in front of everybody. And our clinicians are going to be walking around talking to people, and we're going to have menus everywhere that will explain that and I'm not sure the price, so I'm just going to put it out there. $125, you can feed one of the people at the new hospital for the week. Or for $175, you can make sure that they see a clinician for a week. So you can either participate or not, but it gives you that opportunity to be a part of it. But we're not going to stop the party, and we're not going to do the appeal, but it'll be in front of you all night explaining what the statistics are,
what your dollar
and
is,
what your dollar will do for our patients. So that's what we're going to do, and it's going to be all over the whole entire event. And our clinicians have asked, could they come and participate and just walk around and introduce themselves and explain why they're there and what those numbers mean. And the fact that it's that important to them that they want to give up their time and come explain, we're thrilled.
What's the weather like?
It's going to be beautiful. It is going to be the most gorgeous evening. The stars are going to be out. It's not going to be hot. It's not going to be cold. It's probably going to be about 70 degrees, and it's just going to be gorgeous.
That's what I like to hear. Denims and Diamonds is honestly, it's my favorite party of the year. You've had some great bands. I know that you had, I'm going to draw a blank, but Tammy, and she was in another band before. She's a real fun dance band.
Yes.
I can't remember what the old band was, but last year you had 2 stages. You had 2 bands that were going on. That was just fantastic. And nobody leaves there without breaking a sweat. Nobody leaves there with an empty stomach. And Usually a pocket full of swag or something that they purchased, or maybe it's on your way or something.
Oh, we have a lot of fun ideas coming out this year. I promise you're going to go, oh my gosh, where'd that come from?
Well, here you've been co-chair or chair for this is this your third year? Okay. Why is it, this is Denims and Diamonds, why is it that a lot of people, when they go the denim route, automatically go cowboy? Do you notice that?
Yeah, I do. And I guess because I'm a country music girl, it's easy.
Okay.
It's fun and it's easy.
I mean, the first year I went down here again, it was like I was stressed out. I needed to buy cowboy boots. I didn't have any. And then
I wore flip-flops, so I'm sorry.
And I'm going, well, yeah, you're the smart one. Mm-hmm. And I'm going, well, why the heck did I buy cowboy boots? Because it's not really a Western thing, but it's just...
I wore flip-flops. And you're probably going to see me in flip-flops again.
And that is one of the neat things. Annapolis, as you know, is a very casual town. Shorts, flip-flops, boat shoes, whatever it may be. All of which would be totally appropriate for Denims and Diamonds.
Absolutely. Come comfortable. Come to have a good time. And I promise you will. As
would the long dress and
there are some that just can't get rid of that. And last year, we actually had a gentleman in a tux with shorts.
Okay,
that's okay.
That works.
Made him happy.
One of my great memories was probably 3 years ago. Mayor Mike Panelides was there.
Yes.
And he didn't get the memo about the Denims and Diamonds, and he had just this very basic tux on. And he was standing there, and as the mayor a lot, he always wore his name badge.
Right.
And I saw 3 or 4 people walk up to him and hand him a glass, and an empty glass, and off they went. I was like, okay, that's...
Yeah, they thought he was working. I thought it was cute, too. I noticed.
That was my entertainment for the evening. But it's... if you want to go out to the party of the year, this would be a perfect time to do it after croquet. Croquet is earlier in the afternoon, or if you want to do Walk for the Woods for the Scenic Rivers Land Trust. This is something that you want to check out. It's aamcdenimanddiamonds.org.
Yes.
It goes to such a great cause right here in our community. And if anybody has had any kind of interactions with Anne Arundel Medical Center, whether it be through mental health or anything else, you know what we're capable of. It's exciting that we're going to be probably going forward with the heart.
Yes.
The heart program that we've got here and everything else, but the ER room with the kids' ER room, all single beds. There's nothing that this hospital does that is not top notch, as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
I did have surgery in Anne Arundel once, and I had the exact same surgery actually up in a hospital up sort of Baltimore way that was not part of Anne Arundel Medical Center, and the experiences that I had with identical surgeries were night and day. I think that we can all be very fortunate that we have that here.
I agree. I have had 2 total knee replacements right here with Dr. McDonald and several other surgeries, and I love our hospital.
Get your tickets. AAMCdenimanddiamonds.org. Come on out, have a great time. I will be there. Betty will be there in flip-flops.
Yes.
In flip-flops. There will be plenty of doctors there, but you will see all of your neighbors there. This is the party to be. And I'm not sure what your capacity is or how many tickets. I do know that
1,500.
1,500. I do know that you sell out year after year after year. I do know that I always get phone calls the week before saying, do you know anybody that can hook me up with a ticket? And I'm like, yeah, but they can't.
Yeah.
I know plenty of people that could have.
But not now. Too late.
It's not now. So if you are interested in doing that, go up there, get the tickets, and come on out to the party of the year. To Betty Buck and Buck Distributing, I want to say, you've just been a great supporter of any number of different things, any number of events that are throughout the year. In the area. I know you sponsored different festivals and different causes, and you're on the board of the foundation, right? Too?
Yes, I am.
And you put on a good party. I mean, you're in the right business, I guess, to do it. Between the partners that you've all put together, the auction committee is just fantastic. You and your co-chair, as well as the vendors that we've got. I mean, Hargrove is phenomenal as far as events. I mean, this is a guy that's been doing. Actually, it's not a guy anymore, but it's a company that's been doing presidential inaugurations. I think since Truman.
Yes.
I think is what.
Absolutely.
And he was right here in Anne Arundel County, but I think he's over in PG now. I think he's over in.
The company is, but most of the family's still here in Anne Arundel.
So this is really all about local. This is keeping you and me and anybody that's listening and our neighbors and our friends and our kids and everything else as healthy as possible.
Absolutely.
And I thank you, and I thank everybody else that's involved with this. And I'm ready to party down with the Reagan Years and cough up a couple bucks to Anne Arundel Medical Center.
Well, thank you all, because you are a major sponsor too. So we thank you for your participation.
This has been the Maryland Crabs podcast with Tim Hamilton and John Fernay. Sure to follow them in all the regular places, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and online at themarylandcrabs.com. Take a moment to rate us on iTunes. Now, get the hell out of my kitchen. Seriously, go!
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.